And welcome to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local schools. I'm Terry Ross coming to you live from Table Rock, right? St. Mary's High School in Medford, Oregon. And we thank you for joining us today. We're at St. Mary's High School. They play on Jackson Court is the name of their court here. We're pleased to bring you this game on Table Rock Sports in partnership with the school district and our participating, this would be the Medford School District, and our participating community business partners, which include Lithia Superstore. And this is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know that you appreciate their support, and please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and then click on the red subscribe button. When we come back, we'll set the game up for you on the Bills Glass Coaches Corner. Bills Glass, the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bills Glass. Having new windows installed by Bills Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bills Glass show you what you've been missing. Bills Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bills Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. This is the Bills Glass Coaches Corner, brought to you by Bills Glass. The Brookings Harbor Bruins come into this game 2-2. It's an overall record and also as their league record as compared to their counterparts. The girls that have been able to play a number of games and came into their game 6-1. They've had a little bit more of a struggle on the boys' side trying to get going here. This too is a rematch. They earlier the Brookings Harbor took on St. Mary's, and Brookings Harbor won that game 62-60. St. Mary's comes into this with a 5-3 record, 3-2 overall in league play. They have won 3 out of their last 4 games after splitting the first 4. So they've won 3 out of the last 4 as they begin to maybe find their groove just a little bit. But going varying directions is where these two teams are going. And again, they're struggling to get some of the games in as we look at the schedule ahead for both of these teams. We find that there are games that are already being canceled. So that'll be a little tough on them. to try and get all of the games in this COVID-shortened season. But they're doing the best they can. Tonight, it's the Brookings Harbors Bruins taking on the St. Mary's Crusaders. When we come back, it'll be time for starting lineups as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
To the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And just like that, we're going to have to take another quick break here. So we'll be right back after this quick timeout.
I think in our store is that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
And we're welcome you back to St. Mary's High School, a Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. And they're introducing the starters. We'll get them for you in just a moment here. Let's just make sure we got the right numbers going the right way. All right. So here the way it looks for Brookings. They have Kason Christensen, Jake Beeman, and we can tell you that Jake is a 6'1" senior. Beeman is a 6-foot junior. Brad Russell, a 6'7" senior. Augie Badger, a 6'2" senior. And Josh Cerna, a 6'1" sophomore. Meanwhile, for St. Mary's, they'll be starting Will Cranenberg, Caden Walker, Luke Binion, Nathan Sternenberg, and Eli Haynes. And Brookings starts with the basketball. Get it into the middle right away to Brad Russell. Russell can't control it. Now he gets it back, shot up, fouled. Looks like this one's going to be on Haynes. It is. That's the first on St. Mary's. And the first on Haynes. At the line is Russell. He's no good with number 1. Quite a good sized team is the Bruins, as he gets 1 out of the 2. Binion gets it around to Sternenberg. Back to Binion for 3. Got it. I'll tell you what, last time against Douglas, they forgot to cover him in the first half. There's a shot put up by Brookings, no good. Binion with the rebound. Fire it ahead quickly to Haynes. Haynes right back around to Cranenberg, almost taken away, but rescuing it is going to be Sternenberg, and he'll get it off and around to Binion. There's Sternenberg with it. This is Cranenberg. Down to Haynes. St. Mary's can't get a shot off as they're playing a zone defense. Trying to drive into the middle that time was Walker. He lost it. Cerna at the guard, firing a 3 and missing it is Christensen. But grabbing it underneath is Russell. No good. And it'll be St. Mary's with the basketball. Here comes Cranenberg. Cranenberg can't lay it in. He's rejected. Beeman got back there and knocked that one out of bounds. 3-1 ball game. 6:20 to go, first period. Here's Haynes. Now the cross court to Binion. Binion down low. Get it into Walker, but Walker can't get that little jumper to go. Coming ahead is Christensen. Fire it out to a 3 and over the backboard. That was Badger. A little too hard off of that one. 3-1 ball game. 5:56 to go. St. Mary's with the lead. A lot of action. Not much productivity quite yet. Binion to Cranenberg. And he'll pull it back out. Around to Binion, who's going to fire a 3. In and out. Walker with it. Binion sets for another one. This one's good. Two threes on the night for Binion. That's all the scoring for St. Mary's. 6-1. Here's a rise for 3. No good. That was Beeman who rose up that time, but it wasn't any good. Here's Binion with it in his hands again. Somebody better slow him down. And he's going to cross court it. That's Walker. Walker with a little running jumper. Yes! Eight to 1. 5 minutes to go. First period. into Russell. Russell looking for help. Out to Christensen. Back to Russell. Back to Christensen for three. No. Walker had the rebound and lost it. Substitutions. Tyson Del Planche is into the game. He was nice enough to come over and tell me how to say his last name tonight. Del Planche. See, I've been practicing that. Tell Tyson. Here's Christensen. Cerna. Back to Christensen. Oh, he's open for the three, but he won't take it. Give it down low to Badger. Badger can't control it. Get it ahead instead to Cranenberg. Cranenberg land. No good. Badger with the rebound. And then Cranenberg takes that away. Here's Binion for three. Got it. And just like that, Brookings Harbor says we have seen quite enough of that kind of action as the John L. Scott scoreboard reads St. Mary's 11 and Brookings Harbor 1. This is just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. It's morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip. It all begins with My Circle K. And it is our sponsors who make this live high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Also, thanks to Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, our presenting sponsor, with 7 locations to serve you. So Cerna brings it into the forecourt. Brookings Harbor finding that Mr. Binion can hit the three. It's a matter of whether he can keep it up or not, though. Christensen passes up the wide open three and goes right back to Cerna. He's got another one, but he won't take it. Instead, he'll go to Russell. Russell will give it to him again. Now he sets for a long two and blocked out of bounds. Knocking that out of bounds was Sternenberg. And now they're going to call another quick timeout. So we'll take 1, 2 as the John L. Scott scoreboard reads St. Mary's 11, Brookings Harbor 1. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
And I welcome you back to St. Mary's High School, where we are in the first period with 3:50 to go. St. Mary's with the lead 11-1 over Brookings Harbor. The Bruins have it underneath their own hoop. That's Christensen with it. He's had several open threes, but apparently he doesn't shoot them. Cerna finds himself double teamed, goes underneath, blocked. And a foul. Sternenberg with the block. I take it back. Hadley, apparently, he's got the foul, but it must have been Hadley that went up with him. Here's Cerna for 2. And the first is in. And the next one rolls in and out. Russell grabs the rebound underneath, turns up, can't get it to go. Scramble for the rebound. Cerna comes up with it. Give it off to Beeman. Beeman can't get a good shot. Christensen grabs it off the floor. Cerna, and out of bounds off of Binion. All right, now Brookings Harbor finding it hard to get on the board. Here's Beeman. Back around to Christensen, who will fire a three. Comes up short. Binion with the rebound. Double team foul. That's going to be on Russell. That is the first on Russell and the first on Brookings Harbor. Binion with it. Around to Cranenberg, back to Binion. Oh, thought about it. Almost had a pick there, but he couldn't quite use it. Sternenberg goes to the three-point line. Bounce it into Hadley. Hadley will lose it. Hadley will get it back. Del Planch will set for three. No. And Hadley will grab a rebound. Give it off to Cranenberg. Cranenberg will get it back out to Sternenberg. No good. Del Planch chases down the rebound. Thinks about a three. Doesn't take it. Binion. Binion will take the baseline. Binion will go up. He's partially blocked by Christensen. And they're going to call the foul on Christensen. That'll be his first. Two on Brookings Harbor. At the line is Binion. And there you see the first one. Doesn't make it. Rolls around and off. The next one is in. So Binion, once again, having quite a first half. Got 10 of the 12 points. Russell, Cerna. That's his Badger. Badger turn. No good. Russell will grab the rebound. Foul. Yeah, on Hadley. 3 team fouls now on St. Mary's. And substitutions. We have Noah Friesen in. Patel is in. And I think there's one more, but we'll grab it here in a moment. Christensen has a three. Doesn't take it. Back out to Cerna. There's Christensen again. Well, they're so confident. St. Mary's is so confident he's not going to, he throws it out of bounds, that he's not going to shoot that three-point shot. They're not even guarding him at this point when he has it out there. They're just backing off. Friesen into the forecourt with it to Del Planch. Del Planch drives. Pop it back out to Patel. Patel, yes! Or make that Foster. Don't want to give the wrong man the points. That was a two-pointer for Foster. 14-2, so we approach a minute 10. Christensen. They don't even bother. They just drop it down right now on Russell. Telling Christensen, you can have the three if you want it. There's Cerna. Loses it to Foster. Foster gives it off to Friesen. Ahead to Hadley. Hadley, the reverse, no good. Patel puts it back up, no good. Badger with the rebound. We're under a minute to go. 40 seconds left in the first period. Here's Christensen. He will fire this time and make. And now Christensen will intercept it. Let's see if we can, Brookings Harbor can get set up for a 14-4 ball game. Badger to Christensen. He will fire a three. In and out. Russell with the rebound. Turn. Hook. Good. 3 for Russell. And a 14-6 game. Hadley to Patel. Patel with the running jumper. No good at the buzzer. And we've made it to the end of the first period. We take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. And the John L. Scott scoreboard reads that it's St. Mary's 14, Brookings Harbor 6. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone. Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and DeVilleneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. St. Mary's High School. Jackson Court is where we're playing tonight, and it's a 14-6 lead for the home team. Binion around to Cranenberg, to Haynes, back to Binion. Binion been on fire here with 3-pointers. Here's another one that launches. That one's no good. Russell with the rebound for the Bruins. But Binion has 10 of the 14 points so far, as he's once again hit a number of 3-pointers, 3 of them. The question is, can St. Mary's continue this success? Last time we saw them shooting this well, they didn't do quite that well, and a little bit later in the game. There's a 12 out there whose number we don't have. I think it's probably going to be Derek Tuttle. There's Russell with a rebound, and he's got that one in. Five on the night for Russell. Sternenberg. The Cranenberg, Sternenberg rises for 3. That one's going to be way short. (14-8) ball game. I don't have a 12 anywhere on the roster, so we'll have to figure out who it is. There's Russell with a little jumper, no good. And a foul on Badger. That's the third on Brookings. That's the first on Badger. Binion. Around, there's Haynes to Sternenberg. Back around, it goes to Cranenberg. Cranenberg begins to drive, splits 2 defenders, puts it up, no good. Rammed out of there by Cerna. Cerna's going to lose it. No, travel. Cerna got a little out of control that time. Binion. Around to Cranenberg. There's Sternenberg with it. Binion for 3. No. Sternenberg with the rebound. Sternenberg trying to reverse it. Yes. This is who I believe is Tuttle that's out there with it. And there's an offensive foul. So we will find out his name in just a moment. And And there's a timeout. This is just a 30. Table Rock Sports says thank you for over 100 new YouTube subscribers this spring. It helps us keep the games coming. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, click on the red subscribe button if you would like to join the team. And we thank you for doing that. Pardon me for a moment. I'm going to talk to this person right next to me if I can get his attention. I don't know if I can. All right, so now we know who number 12 is. It's Callan Christensen. So we'll put him down here. They got a bit of a delay over there as the official is talking. I don't know if wait, there's his spelling, so we've got him down. Here's Haynes around to Sternenberg. Sternenberg spins in the lane, goes up, no good, foul. At the line will be Sternenberg. And the first one is in. That foul was on Badger. That's 2, 5 now on Brookings. As the next one is no good. And Sternenberg gets one of them. And a foul the other direction. It's going to be a foul on Haynes. He and Beeman got tangled up. That's 4 on St. Mary's, 1 on Haynes. He's to the bench. Hadley is in. Badger putting it up and fouled hard. This foul will go against Hadley. That's 5 now on St. Mary's, 3 on Hadley. So Haynes' rest was short. The Badgers in and out. Haynes is back into the game. He didn't get to sit on the bench long. 5:09 to go. We're in the second period. Badger gets the second one. 17-9. Binion to Cranenberg, back to Binion. Binion puts it up, no good. Cranenberg grabs the rebound, no good on his return. And Beeman takes it out of there and gives it to Cerna. This is Christensen. Down to Christensen. That was Kalen who got it to Caden, or to Beeman. Now it's taken away. Here we go. Sternenberg. Over to Walker. Walker to Cranenberg. Cranenberg, no good with the little runner. And I poke it away. It's Cerna, but he gets it around to Callan Christensen. And Christensen will lay it in. 17-11. Haynes as we approach the 4-minute mark of period number 2. Sternenberg. This is Binion. Binion in the lane. Can't get a shot on. Now he'll put it up. He's going to come up short. And Christensen grabs the rebound. When both Christensens come into the game, we'll have to resort to first names. Cerna getting it around to Soul. Down low it goes to Beeman. Beeman can't get that one to go. Haynes with a rebound. Here come the Crusaders. Around to Binion. Binion for 3. Yes. Right away that time. 4 3-pointers in the first half for Luke Binion. 20-11. Christensen for 3. No. Cranenberg with the rebound. Fires it ahead to Clanton for Walker. And Walker's going to lay it in, and Walker's fouled. And we've got a timeout coming up. So we'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. And the scoreboard reads St. Mary's 22, Brookings Harbor 11. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
And I welcome you back to the St. Mary's High School, the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. As putting in his foul shot was Walker coming out of that timeout. 23-11. St. Mary's has led this one from the start, starting off on a 6-1 run, and just build it from there. Patel will grab the rebound. Russell knocks it out of bounds. Binion, 13 on the night already. Sternenberg to Haynes to Binion. He won't take a 3 quite yet. He'll drive, look for some help, pop it out to Sternenberg, around to Patel. Patel into the lane. Back out to Binion. And there's a steal by Badger. Badger going all the way, lay it up, no good, but fouled by Binion. That's 5-6 on St. Mary's. That's the first on Binion. So they'll make Badger go to the line and see if he can make a couple. First one's in. Johnson comes into the game, replacing Haynes. And the next one by Badger is good. 3 on the night, all from the foul line for Badger. Binion stops. Pop it out to Cranenberg to Del Planch. Del Planch will drive. He'll put it up off the glass. Count it, they say. And he'll get a free throw in addition to that. I told him to apologize for mispronouncing his name since the football season started. I'd heard it pronounced 4 ways. As Del Planch fires the free throw, no good. Chasing it down in the corner is Beeman. And Beeman gets it back to Gallagher. Gallagher's into the game. Trying to cross-court it to Soul. Soul rescues it, and there'll be a foul. But anyway, Tyson Del Planch, he kind of laughed. He says, yeah, he said, Probably more than 4 pronunciations. It is a French name, but it's not pronounced like you would think if it's a French name. Delplante with that foul. That's his first. Coming into the game is Christensen. This would be Kaysen Christensen, who's in the game. Is up and no good. His Soul with the foul shot. After all of that, here's Sternenberg to Patel. Around to Binion. They're playing it fast. Here's Patel. Nope, can't do it. Sternenberg. He'll try to drive the baseline, stepped out of bounds. Cerna back into the game for Brookings Harbor. Russell back to Christensen, Kaysen, and to Badger. Trying to get it down low to Beeman. Can't. Back up top to Christensen. This is Cerna with it. He'll drive. He'll turn, twist, put it up. No good. Tip. Russell with it. Yes. That's 6-7. And there's Patel with a coast-to-coast run that time. As we was getting ready to say, there's Badger with a jumper. That's too hard. Johnson with the rebound and a whistle. 1-1 coming up. That's the 8th. I better not get ahead of myself. Yeah, the 8th team foul on Brookings Harbor. And a 1-1 coming up for Binion. Coming back into the game is going to be Kalen Christensen. So both Christensens into the game at the same time. So we've got Kalen and Kaysen. Johnson is at the line. No good. Cerna will save it. Double team fouled. Nope, timeout. I'm sure there's going to be a 30. It will be. So we'll hold it right here. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, shows St. Mary's 27, Brookings Harbor 15. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. Now they're going to make it a full timeout. They've decided to go to a full timeout. Well, that was a fine thing to tell us. We don't even know how far into the timeout we are now. If they're going to start over or keep score. Well, we'll just keep it right here. What do we know? So we'll just go ahead and tell you also that Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you're enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help your vision needs. I tell you, sometimes with this COVID season going on and the way games are being played and whatnot, you'd still think we're on game number 1, the way we're getting ourselves organized. But we're all right. 23 seconds to go before halftime and a whistle. On Russell. We're watching the ball. Wasn't far away from the ball. I'm not sure what happened. He picks up his second. And they say no shots. All right. 17 seconds to go. Sternenberg to Patel. Patel into the lane. Put it up off the glass. No good. Grabbed around. Pushed around. Here coming out of there is Beeman. Beeman trying to get it off. Oh, foul. Patel with 2.7 to go. That's his first, but the 8th team foul. on St. Mary's. So at the line for a 1-and-1 is Beeman. And he's got that one. The second one. Good. And that is going to end the half. Even though Binion launches a three, but it was way after the buzzer. So we make it to halftime. And in halftime, the John L. Scott scoreboard reads St. Mary's 27, Brookings Harbor 17. We'll invite you to stay tuned now for the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
If you're a coach or plan to be a coach, what kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, God! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. We are at halftime, and the John L. Scott scoreboard reads St. Mary's 27, Brookings Harbor 17. The Crusaders have led this one from the very beginning as they shot out to a 6-1 lead behind the shooting of Luke Binion and led after the first quarter by a 14-6 count. It looked like that Brookings Harbor was never going to put anything on the board, but they eventually found the shooting range a little bit. And then in the second half, they put 11 more on, while St. Mary's added 13 to their score to get us to our 27-17 lead, a 10-point lead for the Crusaders. So far, looking pretty good for St. Mary's, as once again they've started off pretty hot here in the first half as far as shooting is concerned. When we come back on the Medford Parks and Recreation Department halftime show, we'll have individual scoring for you as you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
In our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
We return to St. Mary's Gymnasium, home of the Lithia Superstore. Game of the week powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Let's take a look at the individual scoring. The Brookings Harbor Bruins are led by the 7 of Brad Russell. He's been quite a workhorse down below and underneath the basket for them. 3 by Ogie Badger, as he has all of his from the foul line. Then there's 2 for Kason Christensen, 2 for Jake Beeman, 2 for Kalen Christensen, and 1 for Josh Cerna. For St. Mary's, they're led by the 13 of Luke Binion. He has 4 3-pointers that he has sunk in the first half. Now see if they close up like Douglas did, and see if they don't close that down a little bit. If Brookings Harbor doesn't, just a little bit. 5 for Caden Walker, 3 for Nathan Sternenberg, and then 2 each for Tyson Del Planche, Amir Patel, and Jaden Foster. So that's the way the scoring looks as we get ready to begin the second half. As you're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone.
Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
I believe in the bus system. They have always been there for my wife, and I know that she feels safe
For me, riding the bus is a norm.
Other big cities have bus systems, and everybody rides the bus.
Having RBTD, just a bus stop away from my job, from my school, from my house, allowed me to be able to go to college, to get my 3 degrees, and still be a mom.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And we are at halftime. The John L. Scott scoreboard reads St. Mary's 27, Brookings Harbor 17. It's a game that St. Mary's has led from the very start, jumping out to a quick 6-1 lead, 14-4 at one point before the Bruins finally figured out how to get some points on the old scoreboard. They really struggled with it for a little bit. We're headed off to period number 3. And the teams are almost ready to get themselves on the floor. St. Mary's will begin. Oh, should be Brookings. Brookings Harbor will begin with the basketball. And Christian, or Beeman, will inbound it. There we go. Okay. There's Christensen for 3. In and out. Russell with a rebound. No good. And they scramble forward on the floor. Binion comes up with it. Gets it to Sternenberg. Almost taken away again. Out of bounds. Back down to St. Mary's. As we said, Russell at 6'7". He's got quite a height advantage over almost anybody that St. Mary's puts out on the floor. Haynes around to Walker to Cranenberg, stumbling in the lane. The step back is good. Cranenberg gets the first points of the second half. Here's Christensen with a shot that's no good and out of bounds. Cranenberg went for it again, this time a 3, tipped around. Finally Haynes grabs it to Cranenberg. To Binion. Binion to the left, to the right, and then to the left, and then taken away by Beeman, but Beeman fouled it. That's the first team foul this half on either team. It's the first on Beeman. Sternenberg to Haynes. Haynes won't put up the 3 there. He's closely guarded. Get it around to Cranenberg. Back to Binion. Yes, for a 3. That's 5 of them. Christensen gets it ahead to Beeman. Beeman all the way in the lane. Put it up and good. Beeman had no intention of stopping until he arrived at the basket that time. Sternenberg. Give it off in a little runner by Cranenberg. Cranenberg with 4 here in the second half. 34-19. Christensen blocked by Binion. Binion gets hit in the face, but he comes back and playing okay. There's Russell, no shot. A foul before the shot. It's on Sternenberg. That'll be his first. That's the first team foul. Down Russell on the inbound, and he'll just lay it in. There's really not much St. Mary's can do about that. Here's Binion for three. No good. Russell with the rebound. Taken by Haynes. Haynes puts it high off the glass. No good. Beeman with the rebound. Russell changed that shot for sure. Beeman fires it over to Cerna. Back to Beeman. Beeman couldn't get it there. Now we have another name that we don't know anybody about. Number 20. Well, don't know who 20 is. We'll have to wait until he does something. That's the way that is. Then they'll announce his name. Beeman at the line. And the first one is good. And the next one by Beeman is in. Turned over. Nope, I'm going to say it is white ball. Russell goes, really? No way. But the official says there is a way. Hadley inbounding it. Bounces it finally to Cranenberg. Cranenberg lifts up the dribble around to Haynes. Haynes will fire it over to Binion. Binion will go to the foul line, give it back up to Hadley. Hadley right back to Binion, gives him a pick. Binion can't use it and is taken away by Beeman. 34-23, Cerna. He'll back it out. Give it to Russell down low. Russell will turn, put it in. Quite honestly, that's pretty much all Brookings has to do if they want to score. Cranenberg to Haynes. To Hadley. Hadley stopped on his drive. This looks like it's going to be a foul against Russell. It is. That's the second on Brookings this half, and the third on Russell. So that's one way to negate him, get him in foul trouble. And now what do we have? We have a 30-second timeout called by St. Mary's, and so we'll just hold it here for the moment. Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time to sign up now for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com where you'll find the Coach Pistol Softball Camp, July 12th through the 14th, led by the SOU National Champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit playmedford.com to register today. So the crowds are getting a little bigger as we go along. I think there's still a limitation on how many can be in the gym at any one time. Here's the inbound. Here's a turnaround by Cranenberg. It's in. Cerna gets it into the forecourt. The Badger looking to get it to Russell, and it's taken away. That's Hadley with it. Hadley will lay it in. The first for Hadley. Russell will take the rebound, tap it in. He couldn't get it to go. And it's out of bounds. St. Mary's basketball. And they're going to call this new media timeout. So we'll take it with them. As you look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it reads St. Mary's 38, Brookings Harbor 25. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
We're back here at St. Mary's High School, home of the Lithia Superstore. Game of the week presented by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. The 38-25 lead for the Crusaders, who now have the basketball following the timeout. Handley with the scoop. Yes. A little reverse shot that time by Hadley. Here's Beeman, and he's going to be fouled. That's 3 on St. Mary's. That 3-point shot, that's way off. That foul was on Del Planche, who picked up his second. Now St. Mary's will have it following that air ball, one out of bounds. And a foul. Cerna with the foul. That's his first 3 now on Brookings. Handley to Del Planche. Del Planche. Haynes to Hadley. Hadley put it up off the glass, too strong. Patel, tip it in, no. That is a foul. There's no 22 out there, black. The first one by Patel is good. That foul was called on Soul. The next one, not so much. Beeman. There's Cerna. Badger. 3 again. No good. Tipped around. Cerna. Get it down to Beeman. A 3. No good. That's 0 for 3 for number 20. Del Planche will fire. He's not going to get. Badger will grab the rebound. 2 minutes to go. Third period. Almost stolen away, but they're going to say it's going to stay with Brookings. Foster into the game for Haynes. Some of these kids are wearing black masks. It looks like they have black beards from afar. Beeman. There's a foul. 2 shots. It's on Del Planche. That would be 3 on him. Beeman at the line. Johnson is in the game for Hadley. And Beeman has one of two. Friesen loses it in the lane. Around to Beeman. Beeman trying to get it in deep. Has it taken to Johnson. Johnson has it taken back. And Beeman will lay it in the long run. Patel to Friesen. Friesen will back it out. And he loses it momentarily, but he gets it back. Here's Foster to Johnson. No good. Johnson gets the rebound. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Tipped around and out of bounds. Via Brookings Harbor basketball. 1:07 to go in the third. 41-28. In deep it goes to Soul. Rejected by Foster. Grabbed though. We got so many people here we don't know their names. There's a long three put up by Badger. No good. With 46.9 to go, there's a foul going the other way. We're going to have to find out some names here. That was on Badger, his fourth foul. Friesen. Del Planche. He'll take cut. Nope. He started to drive. He's fouled. Let's see if they give us the name. They don't have the name over at the scorer's table either. Ah. Well, that doesn't help much, does it? Here's Del Planche. Throws up a wild one, no good. Russell will grab the rebound. Hell bound. There's Beeman with Russell knocking bodies all over the place but not getting a foul. There he is, down deep too. And that'll end the third period right there. I don't think there's a shot off. Beeman throws it 3/4 of the court, but that's not going to prove anything at all. So we've made it through the end of three. And at the end of three, the John L. Scott scoreboard reads that it's St. Mary's 41, Brookings 30, as you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And we're back at St. Mary's High School, site of the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. A little discussions going on all over the court during that break. I think we got everybody happy. St. Mary's has the basketball. Haynes to Cranenberg. To Hadley. Or not Hadley, but Walker. Walker. To Cranenberg. Binion. They're double teaming him now for sure. Way out high. They're going to go after him. Sternenberg. Around to Binion. Trying to set him up for a shot. He's going to drive, put it up, no good, tipped up, no good, and grabbed out of there by the Bruins. Cerna will bring it forecourt. 11-point St. Mary's lead. They've had the lead since the minute number 1. Here's Christensen into Beeman. Beeman turns. They're going to call the foul. Going to be on Binion. That would be the third on Binion. The 5th on St. Mary's. At the line is Beeman for a couple. He gets 1 out of 2. Finally hit double digits tonight. He's got 10, 8 of them here in the second half. Haynes into Sternenberg. There's Cranenberg with the jumper, no good. And Russell with another rebound. Beeman, a long 3, in and out. Russell with the rebound and in. I was Cerna with the 3. He missed it, but Russell cleaned things up nicely for him. And they put in one while I had my head down. 43-33. I think it was Cranenberg that made it. Here's Sternenberg ahead to Hadley. Lay it up and in. There's a shot by Christensen. No good. Russell there to clean it up, put it up and in. Uh-oh.